The Elegance product is specific for architectural installation, and they're perfect for flat surfaces. So it's not a material you can really stretch. It's perfect when you have to do like doors, or like in this case, this big table. Specific of this material is that it doesn't do any wrinkle during installation because it's non-PVC material, and the texture is really realistic, really deep, and everybody, when they see the material, you can feel right away that it's not like a printed vinyl. On top of that, the Elegance products, they are certified IMO. So with this one you can go on cruise ship, you can go on all the marine installation as well. So we have a lot of customers here in South Florida that they use this line for do like a yacht, cruise ship, or installation of this type. So obviously this is the worst case scenario because this we have just a plywood and was filled up with some dent or there was the screw. So this is the worst case scenario we can get when we're going to wrap an architectural kind of installation.
It's not an installer's dream.
Yeah. And let's see how we're going to transform this piece of plywood in like a nice looking meeting room.
I don't recommend to spray on surface because that's going to suck all the spray and cleaning solution. So I recommend just spray it on the rug and just nicely make sure there is no dust, no loose particle on the surface. Grab the bulletproof for primer, and all the edges you can see with your eyes the primer nicely lays on the surface. Same way on the edges. And all the way around the whole table, all the edges needs to get their primer.
The 3 squeegee with the Italian flag with the buffers, and this is good because you can use for any kind of installation because you have like a soft one, you have a middle one, and you have a hard one. So depending on the installation you're going to do, you can choose the right squeegee. For example, in this case, when you do architectural, you prefer use kind of the white or the red one. Okay. So obviously you have your buffers to add on.
We did the preparation on a vinyl to make the whole process a little bit faster. So we measured, first of all we planned how we get this table done. So we do the inner side and the bottom side and then the top side at the end. And what we did, actually we cut all the pieces for the different sides. This one actually is going to be the bottom. To make it easier and everybody is easy to understand, I cut it to the size. And because we cut it by hand, I actually marked with an X, which is the factory side. So when you're installing, usually these furniture's edges are straight. So you can line it up, all the straight edges of the vinyl with the straight edges of the material, the substrate. So all of them has this name. So this is the bottom. It's going to be the bottom of the table. So the next one, the very first panel is going to be the inner side panel, which is this is the inner. There's the inner piece, and the X mark is the straight edge. So what we're going to do, we will align the straight edge with the top of the desk. So we don't have to measure anything, just nicely line it up. And we will do 2 ways. So we will start in the middle of the desk, middle of the table, where I mark the middle of the table on the substrate and I mark the middle of the vinyl. So I just have to line it up the 2 marks. And I do that. I do that slide. I slice the backing tape in the middle. So we will, this one, when you have a bigger piece, this usually is a two-man installation, so Mattia and I is going to install this piece. So we have this little piece, and the middle is already, I removed the backing tape. So this is what we stick to the surface first and go left and go right with the installation. The next step, to make everything easier, we actually start to peel the backing tape, fold it back on both sides. So when we stick it to the surface, it's going to be way easier to see. This is the straight edge. We have the mark. This is the middle of the wine glass. So actually what we're going to do, Mattia is lining it up that side, I line it up this side, and we just squeeze it the middle. There we go. And we can leave one side off, or both of us can.
Want to remove everything?
Yeah, you can pull more.
Looks really realistic.
Nice to feed it in. On the edges, I recommend use your fingers.
Okay, the table is done. How was the installation, Steve?
Yeah. First of all, table I cannot recognize because
Yeah.
the installation I cannot recognize it.
Yeah, now it's like a brand new table from plywood.
Yeah, and it looks amazing. It's like a rusted or like an oxidized metal.
And took what?
And it feels like it.
Like 40 minutes?
Yeah, like an hour. Yeah, like an hour.
Okay.
I was surprised. I mean, we talked about before.
Yeah. I like this one, like I say, because the texture is realistic.
Absolutely.
The adhesive is really strong, and because it's non-PVC, it's kind of easy to lay down on flat surfaces.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's really rigid.
And it's not thick, so you don't see like when you do like overlap. If you have to do overlap, you don't see, or you can do butt seams like you did on the corners and disappear.
I'll be honest with you. It really depends on the texture. If you have more unforgiving textures, like really busy wood texture,
Yeah.
you don't have to, but it looks more professional if you do butt seam. I recommend to do butt seams everywhere where you can, but you will see during the video how we did it and what's the end result. I think it came out beautiful.
This is our Elegance line. At the moment we have 15 texture and we are adding more colors. It's a new line, was released at the end of last year, and we're going to release new texture depending on the request of the customers. So you can request the sample kit on our website, and so you can feel directly in person how the material looks.
Yeah, actually the design, the finish, the price is really good.
Yeah, the price. This is on all the architectural material we have. This line is the starting point as a price. So there is other line that have this price, but this one is one of the lowest priced product we have.
Yeah, whatever is on the market, this is the lowest price.
Correct.
With the same quality.
And 54 inches.
54 inch, which is a big advantage.